this computer. Okay. Here we go.
Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well.
Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show. We are live in absolutely gorgeous Seattle. It's stunning today. I hope wherever you are in the world that you're enjoying the weather or the time of day, or you're just having a good day overall, or night, or whatever you're experiencing. So welcome to the show.
Yeah, wherever you're at. How was your Easter?
My Easter, kind of boring. I mean, I couldn't do anything with the family, you know, like we don't live together, so I can't go hang out with them, you know, so.
Yeah, but you still do the Zoom thing. I know Andrea Bocelli did like a 28 million viewer live stream. So if he can do it, you can do it.
I was actually on a mission to get some compost without walking in a store. I failed. It did not happen. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. No
it happens.
Deal. Yeah. How was yours?
It was pretty low key. I went over to the boys' mom. They had a small little barbecue. We did a little egg hunt in the front yard. We had a Nerf gun war. So, you know, that's always fun. You know, you get pelted in the eyeball or two for some Nerf gun stuff.
That
it was
sounds
good.
Like fun.
Yep. Hung a hammock because they got a hammock for Easter. So I had to hang a hammock. So that means climbing the trees back in the day. Boy, I don't miss that.
That's really?
It's a little scary, you know.
Really? Oh
well, I mean, I'm 43 now. I'm not 13.
Right. I know.
There's a
it
lot
sounds
of time.
like so much fun. Sounds like so much fun climbing a tree. We have people on the air or on the phone lines waiting for us, correct?
We do. We do. Yeah. And our phones are back in business, so that's a good thing. And if you'd like to join us for the Marie Manuchehri Show, it's 877-825-8828. And we'll take our first caller. It's Flannery calling in from the San Diego area. Hi, Flannery.
Hi.
Hi, Flannery. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Can you guys hear me okay? I'm on a walk. I didn't expect to get in through so quickly. So.
It's all good as long as you're maintaining 6 to 10 feet. That's all that matters, all right?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Okay. What can I do for you?
So I have a career question for you. I'm a dietitian, and before the pandemic happened, I was working a job in a community clinic, but really knew it wasn't the right spot for me. I haven't been very happy, and my goal has been starting my own private practice, and I'm now furloughed from that position, which has sort of pushed me forward into taking all the steps I've needed to take and starting my own kind of business on the side. And I feel like I'm sort of at this crossroads where I'm feeling so much more happy and energized not being at my previous job and feeling like I have a lot of momentum, but also not feeling like my own business is going to be able to support me enough, like when this is all over. And so I'm kind of trying to decide if it's worth leaving the job that I know really drains my energy and I feel like it's sort of inhibiting my creative flow, and trying to find something else, maybe not related to nutrition or something part-time that can support what I know I really want to do, or if I need to be practical and stay in the stability of my current job while I grow.
Well, you think, I mean, if you have listened to the show, you know that I'm not practical. I mean, I am a practical person, obviously, in terms of I'm very responsible in life, but you answered your own question. You know, you feel freed up in energy, you feel happier. The only thing you have to work on is actually your belief system about wealth. So that's what's holding you back. It's not about careers. It's not about working part-time someplace else, which is an option if you want to work someplace part-time because you're going to take some time to heal your fears and worries about money. But that's where your focus needs to be on. Charles is agreeing. I think there's somebody, there must be people in the cul-de-sac. He's already barking. But so you have to work on that. And I've talked about this a lot on the show. I've taught some online classes about wealth. I'll give you a tip so I can get to the rest of our callers, is that before you interact with money, even right now, before you open up a wallet, before you grab a purse, before you get online, before you open up a letter. You need to make sure that your energy is in a high frequency. You need to be thinking about something or feeling something that makes you authentically happy, because that's going to expand your energy. And then when you engage with wealth, you're going to have this beautiful energetic relationship, because money is energy. So if you have a high energy, when you connect with it, then you're going to have more money. It's really a simple thing, but that's where your work is needed.
Okay, that makes sense. It's something I've been working on, but I know I have a long way to go.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, you've had comfort in your careers in terms of resources. So now you just have to let yourself believe that you can have that no matter what you do or what the work circumstances are. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So good luck and keep me posted.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks, Flannery, for joining us on the Marie Manuchehri Show. And if you'd like to join us, 877-825-8828 is the number for this show. And we'll take our next caller. It's going to be, let's go with Dennis. Dennis is calling in from the Montana area. Hey, Dennis.
Do you see, Marie, you see me be moving back up to Washington?
Well, do you want to?
Do you see me moving back?
The question.
You're right. Well, the thing is, Dennis, because you change your mind a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is to you, do you want to move back here? Or do you want to stay? Okay, then welcome. Come back to the Seattle area. So what's holding you back right now?
Oh, my dad.
So has he been having health issues?
Like he want me to take care of him.
Oh, do you want to?
My mom don't want me to.
Your mom doesn't want you to, or she does?
She don't.
Yeah, she don't. Okay. Are there other people there that can help take care of your dad? And are your parents together?
I'll try and get my cousin. My cousin won't.
Are your parents together?
No, my mom passed away in 2017.
Okay, so I'm very sorry about that, but why are you concerned about what your mother thinks?
She talked to a couple of psychic people from other side, say, you want me to take care of myself.
Yeah, I mean, I think every mother would want their child to take good care of themselves. So it's an interesting dilemma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you come back to Seattle, can you stay here and not worry about your dad? Because that's a hard thing for you. It's hard for you not to care about your family. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I know I can't take care of myself.
Okay. So here's my advice to you. Yes, you can come back to Seattle whenever you want to. My advice to you is that you make your own decisions. No matter what I say, no matter what your mother has said through other intuitives, you need to make your own decision, because you're wishy-washy in your decision making. You make a choice and then you doubt it, you don't trust it, you're not happy, you don't enjoy the decision you make, regardless if you live in Montana or Seattle or Washington. You don't know how to be at peace or to trust yourself or to listen to yourself. So that's what I want you to work on, is believing in yourself, trusting your own choices, and celebrating those choices when you finally make them. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay, so maybe a good what if question. What if I'm learning to trust and believe in myself?
Good one.
Okay?
Okay.
And start repeating that, every hour for a couple of weeks, either silently or out loud, so that you can build that personal love and a cherishing energy for yourself. And then you'll make the perfect choice for you.
So a little more decision making on his side of things versus other people's side of things.
Yeah.
Right,
that's
Dennis?
so that he can be happy,
Okay.
right? Okay.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day. It's such an interesting dilemma, because we love our family members. We want them to be okay. My younger brother and I went through something kind of similar, not really, when my mother finally decided to retire, not because, she loves her job, but she was 82 when she retired and she was tired of working.
Yeah.
She was falling asleep, at work.
Right.
And so we were trying so hard to get her to move in between us so that we would just be a mile apart from her on either direction. And we were taking her to all these places to find a place to live, an apartment, all this stuff. And every time she went to sell her condo, she would take it off the market. So my brother would work really hard, get a real estate agent for her. She'd take it off the market. And then finally one day she made her own decision, which did not include us. She moved to one of the islands and she lives really close to one of my other brothers. So that's what she wanted. She really didn't want to live close to us.
Right.
So now she has the darling place right next to the water, minutes away from. So we have to let people choose what's going to be in their highest good, everyone, not just the adults that we might have to take care of, but even the children,
Right.
who's going to be the happiest. And my brother goes there every morning and brings her coffee.
Oh, that's sweet.
I don't think my younger brother or myself would have done that. So everybody ends up in the right place, but you have to do what's in your greatest joy.
Yeah. And you obviously offered plenty of suggestions. Maybe she was kind of compiling that in her head and was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I definitely want that.
Right.
I for sure don't want that. So it all helps out in the long run.
So even with the Dennis, if he chooses to come back to Seattle, someone will step up to the plate. Someone who wants to be there if he doesn't want to will step up and take over, and it'll all work out if we just all follow our joy.
There you go. Perfect words for wisdom. Words of wisdom for sure. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take one more caller before our first break of the hour, and we'll take Rebecca.
Already? How do we have a break
right?
already? I don't understand.
I know. Rebecca from Seattle. Hello.
Hello. Thank you
for
Rebecca. My call.
Sure.
Marie, we met at your the Final Frontier workshop. So that was really awesome.
Thank you. I love that class. That's such a fun class.
Thank you
for coming. Good. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. What can I do for you?
So I have been married for a long time, and I've recently taken some steps to move out of that marriage.
Right.
And I get this every time I've been thinking it for a long time, and I'm finally starting to take the steps to move forward. And then I start doubting whether or not I'm making the right decision because I worry about hurting other people.
And that's not a good reason. It's not a good reason. No, it's, I'll let you finish and then I'll give you my interpretation of why that's not the reason I want you to choose to stay in any form of relationship. But go ahead.
Well, I guess I have perhaps a pattern in my life of kind of sometimes leaving things or turning off my feelings. So I guess I don't know if you can look at my energy and see if this is like me protecting myself, or does that make any sense?
Well, how long have you been married? How long have you been married?
18 years.
Yeah, so I think you've had plenty of time to know how you feel about this relationship. And I think that you've overcompromised for at least 8 of the 18 years. Like you haven't been really happy or fulfilled for 8 years. And here's the deal. When we do things that are in our best interest, especially someone like yourself, you're highly empathetic, you have a gorgeous heart chakra, you naturally care about others. I mean, you're even stopping your own happiness because you don't want to hurt other people, which I don't recommend, by the way. But when you choose yourself, it's actually good for other people too. There are other things that people need to learn potentially if they're given the opportunity. And if we stay in unhealthy bonds or work situations or things of that nature, then they don't get those opportunities, right? They don't learn whatever it is that their soul wants to learn. We're kind of stuck in patterns. I think the part that makes you hesitate, because it's not a bad marriage, nothing terrible is happening. I can't tell you how many people, mostly women, who I've done energy work who aren't happy in their marriage. This is what they will say. I'm not saying you would say this, but they'll say, gosh, if only he was an alcoholic or would cheat, then I could leave and not feel guilty. And I'm like, well, why should we wait till those terrible things happen? If they do, if people aren't happy, they should have honest, truthful conversations if they can with their loved ones. And if you make yourself happy, you're helping the rest of humanity, believe it or not. Happiness helps the rest of the world. So have you had these honest conversations with your husband? with your partner?
I mean, that's, for our relationship, it's really been about intimacy and the lack of it for a long time. And I feel more like I'm in a sibling relationship than I'm in a marriage.
And I think if you were in your 90s, it would be fine. But, you know, people who marry or choose to be in partnership want to have sex. You know, that's one of the reasons why people cohabitate in loving bonds. The most people want to have sex, and great sex, which everyone deserves. So your desire to have that physical and emotional intimacy, because it's not just physical, it's emotional for you too, is missing. That's a very good reason to not stay in a relationship. This means this is not your person.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate
but you
it.
already knew all this. You already know this. I'm not telling you anything new.
I do, but it helps for me to have another validation because, like I said, I don't want to hurt anybody, and I have children, and that's super hard for me.
You know what my children have told me, and they were, I think, 10, 12, and 14 when I separated from their dad. And it was hard. And my kids, up until recently, have been extremely close with their dad. Now it's a little interesting, but they've been they love him. And they thanked me still on a regular basis from that time period for divorcing him. So even though they love him to pieces, being married and having him all around all the time wasn't in any of our best interest. So you don't know. And plus your kid, how old are your kids?
12 and 14.
Yeah, that is a really interesting age. Yeah. So maybe have a little chat with them and see how they would feel if mom and dad lived in different houses.
Well, I think my son is pretty empathetic, empathic, sorry. So I think he can actually feel what's going on.
Well, I would have a little chat with them. Kids are smart. They know anyway, right? Like you said.
Yeah.
So have a little chat. See what's going on with them. You still get to make your own decisions, but yeah. Okay. Thank you. Good luck.
I really appreciate it.
Of course. Bye-bye. We wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thanks very much for calling in. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. How about our break, Marie?
Oh, yeah, I know. I was like, did we have that break?
We do have that break. So we'll take it right now. We'll be right back with more from Marie Manuchehri. Okay, all clear.
Okay, I know we're still live, but I'm going to go grab my vitamins
that I
forgot to take this morning. Okay. Is Charles outside? What are you barking at? What are you barking? Stop barking. Are you getting in the dirt? I've been listening in with headphones. There's like a 30-second delay. So I can't really do this great line. Hi. Okay, cool. Hi, buddy. Yeah, I think he's eating dirt. Oh, was he? Well, I took his beard and like, Charles, you want dirt? He sure does. He sure does. I told you. Stop that. I told you this. Yeah. Oh, is that from a pen? I think it is from the marker, the inside of it. Little poop head. Okay. It's so weird to work from home. I mean, to be on the radio like this.
Oh, yeah,
it's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, we're streaming. I hit the wrong button. I mean, okay, so we're still, I'm recording it, so I'll post it later, but it's not on the right way. I just hit the wrong button. So all of our viewers out there, sorry, you'll see it after this.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good. They can see it after. That's great.
Oh, and they can hear us do our thing too. So
yeah. I just let Charles back in because he was barking at someone in the cul-de-sac. And he was barking at someone in the backyard. So Charles, do you want to come say hi?
He's being a good guard dog.
A dog. Yeah. No, I like that Charles, come say hi. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come here. Put your paws up. Come on. You want to say hi? Okay. I'll put the camera down a little.
Right.
There he is. Charles.
Hey, Charles. What's up, buddy? He's like, I can't hear you.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Yeah, he's like, whatever.
He needs some doggy headphones. He needs some doggy
headphones. He
headphones.
does. Do you need some doggy headphones, honey? Yeah. Oh, goodness. I was reading in the Seattle Times that they expect the infectious rate of the virus to go down to 2% at the end of this month and then 1% in May for Seattle.
That's good.
I know. I really want to go to Greece.
Good.
I want to
All
go
right,
to
here we
Greece.
go.
Okay. And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live from my dining room in Bothell, Washington. Charles is back in the house, so he may be barking or who knows what. And Courtney's here too.
He's
in
being
her
the good,
office.
guard dog that he is. That's what he does. Yeah.
Yeah, and here he is, jumping on my lap
perfect.
now.
It's perfect.
He does think he's a lap dog. Hey, your paws feel very wet and dirty. Yeah, I'm terrified to look at my clothes when we're done. Good. So we're taking calls here.
And yep. Go ahead.
I wanted to let everyone know too, I just started putting up new videos on the YouTube channel, things about chakras and the immune system and your third eye, and I'll continue to make those and we'll be posting those. And you can always follow me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. We always put things on all of those social media aspects too.
Right. And YouTube, we're recording the show today and it's on Zoom, so we'll throw it back on there and so everyone can see our mugs and Charles's mug too. I mean, it's a good thing. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Love it.
Perfect. All right. So 877-825-8828 is the number for the radio show. And we will take now Susie calling in from the Seattle area. Hi, Susie. Welcome to the show.
Hello. How are you guys?
We're good.
We're good. Thank you, Susie. What can I do for you?
Marie, I'm so excited to talk to you, and I am calling for some career guidance.
Okay, great. So what's your question?
Okay. So I am working toward becoming certified in large animal massage therapy.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Which I would love to do part-time in the future. But last week, I accepted a job offer for a pretty big job that starts in 2 weeks. And it feels like the right move, but I am hoping for some clarification around it.
Okay.
I feel like it will support me in pursuing my passion to work with horses, even though it's going to be intense and probably time-consuming.
It's going to be very time-consuming. So, I mean, really, it's a fast-paced, busy job. It's a ton of work. So you're going to have to do some of the large animal massage on the weekends or one of the weekend days. It's not going to be super easy to be able to pursue it as much as you want to. How do you feel about that?
I feel okay because that to me seems like what my future looks like. And I feel like I had to make a choice with the job that I'm in now. And so
yeah. I think it's a great offer. It's a really good, it's a great opportunity. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you're going to experience. You're going to learn a ton. And isn't it so fun to get a job during a weird time in our country? That's a bump up even, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's cool.
It is exciting. It's scary. So
why?
But I'm going to do it.
Why is it scary?
Well, I'm leaving somewhere where I've been for 7 years. I'm going to.
It's fine. It's going to be so fun. You're going to meet a lot of dynamic people who are outgoing like you are and interesting and
thank you.
Sure. And then you can do the great thing about the large animal massage, you don't really have to spend a lot of time training yourself on this. You already kind of naturally know what to do. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It just makes sense to you. So I'm not saying that, of course, you want to eventually finish whatever certification you need or things of that nature, but you're really good at it naturally. You could do it with your eyes closed and do a great job. Well, you like it, and the animals love it too. So I think it's a great plan.
Loves it.
Right?
It's his favorite thing. Yes, he loves it.
I think it's a great plan to have for the future, and I like that you took this new job. Congratulations. I think it's great.
Thank you. Oh, I feel so great. Thank you so much for talking to me.
You're welcome. You're so welcome, Susie. All right, well, have a great day in Seattle. Enjoy the sun.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. You too.
You're welcome.
All right, leaves another line open here at the Marie Manuchehri Show. 877-825-8828 is the number. And let's grab Eugenia calling in from the Connecticut area. Hi, Eugenia.
Hello. I'm Marie.
Hello, Eugenia. Hi, how are you?
Well, I've been better.
And do I know you?
I'm trying to think of what's the best question I can ask her right now. And
Eugenia, do I know you? Like, Have we
I have
talked?
been to your classes, and
Yeah.
a few online classes,
Oh,
and
thank
I met
you.
you through Healing Touch at a conference years
Oh,
ago.
I love Healing Touch. Love it. It's such a great
Me too.
organization. It's wonderful. Okay, what can I do for you?
So I'm kind of at a crossroads, and I feel like I have a block somewhere that just needs my attention. But I'm just wondering if you see something that.
Well, I mean, I drew out your energy, and you don't have any leaks that I can see in your energetic system, but you don't have a lot of energy. So here's what I think the block is, because you're not even sure about any of it. You're just feeling a slowdown. You know what I mean? Is that you have to get happier.
I got myself really burnt out with, I started in energy work, loved it, was in a boring office job, and then said, what will be the best thing to help me transition? So I decided to become a nurse. Since I went to school, had 3 different jobs.
Why didn't you call me? You should have called me. I mean, I miss my nursing profession every single day. I miss it. I dream of the hallways. It was a very profound and incredible experience for me. But first of all, you need to work on feeling good and happy. We need to get your energy elevated. Then you can actually have even more success in your energy medicine practice if you want. But you don't run enough energy in your body. And so taking care of other people when you have a low vibration in nursing work is actually very physically challenging too. It's a lot. I mean, it does build your muscles though. I mean, moving patients is great for your upper body muscles. Not so good for the back, but it's good for those arm muscles. So you need to work on getting happier. It's something that you struggle with. Would you agree? Okay.
Yes.
So are you done with nursing school?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to work on getting your energy elevated, and then I want you to consider going back to energy work. And what I would also ask that you do is when you're working with people, have a conversation with them, communicate with them. Healing Touch, which I think is a phenomenal program, one of their great attributes is they work with patients in hospitals, right? People who really do need to be touched and worked on. But you can't really have a lot of dialogue when you're working with in-house patients. At least not, in my opinion, from that spiritual perspective. It's maybe not as respectful to use kind of spiritual knowledge or language. And yet when we get people really, really relaxed, like through something like Healing Touch or any form of energy work, it's the perfect time to have a conversation. It's the perfect time to integrate awareness. It's the perfect time to help someone to feel better about themselves while you also enhance their brain activity. So that's what I would ask that you bring into your energy medicine work, is sharing what you're hearing, seeing, feeling. In fact, if you just begin the process, you'll actually experience more. Okay? Okay. All right. So keep me posted.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah. Thanks, Eugenia, for calling in from the Connecticut area. And 877-825-8828 is the number. And we'll take now, looks like Alice. She's calling in from Maple Valley. So Alice, hello.
Okay.
Hi. So glad I got it.
Of course. Isn't it gorgeous today here? I mean, it's
absolutely
just stunning. Yeah.
Got my yard heater.
Good job. I know. I'm going to have most of tomorrow off, and I'm planning to be in the yard. I just need like some compost. That's all. But, so what can I do for you?
Okay. About 4 years ago, I literally when I woke up on my right hand, on my ring finger, my ring was so tight, I had to go to a jeweler and have it cut off. Yeah. And the next day, my finger was still swollen around the knuckle. Wow. And so I went to the doctor, and they wanted to put me on prednisone, saying I had rheumatoid arthritis, and I never did take the prednisone. And I don't want to say I have rheumatoid arthritis because I don't want it to be hard to me. I don't want to give it power. And the last I don't know, 8, 9 months or so, it's gotten worse. It's gone to my index finger and my wrist. And I don't eat dairy, wheat, or soy, and I eat a lot of organic foods. And one of my siblings has rheumatoid arthritis and also osteoarthritis, and is on very heavy meds. And I don't want to go down that road at all.
I agree.
And I don't even tell my husband about, because I don't want it to give it power. And
I know, but I want you to tell him, because one of the reasons why people get arthritis, anything to do with joints and bones, is about being stubborn and not letting people take care of them or nurture them. I mean, those are great qualities, I think, for, some women to have a lot of strength and independence, but you also have to let people love you and take care of you and nurture you. So I definitely want you to tell your husband. There's more that you can do in terms of the inflammatory response. Arthritis, again, it has a lot to do with letting go. It has a lot to do with family issues. And your first chakra is elongated, which means you have a lot of fear in your body. So even though I know you have a positive initial outlook on life, you still get scared about things, or, you can disagree with anything I say at any time, by the way. So do you know what your blood type is?
A.
Okay, so one of the things, and I don't know the A blood type diet as well, but one of the things that are highly inflammatory for A's are cashews. So no cashews. Okay. Oh. Do you eat cashews?
I haven't for a while, but
good.
I've read different, I'm always reading, trying to find different things. And
I love the book Eat Right for Your Type. It's written by Dr. D'Adamo. I've interviewed him once on the show, so you can always go back and listen to the podcasts that are on my radio page. And we're getting a brand new podcast page too right now. My assistants are working on that, which is really lovely. So there's a lot of foods that are considered healthy foods that are actually highly inflammatory for certain blood types. So I would look at that book and follow the foods that are highly anti-inflammatory. Like certain foods are anti-inflammatory for every blood type, because rheumatoid arthritis is an inflammatory disease. And then I would take things like collagen. Collagen's great for the joints. There's tons of supplements that you can take. You probably need to work on your adrenal glands. They look low to me. That will really help your immune response and help you be healthier. So I think you're on the right track about, I love modern medicine too. And if things don't work, it's another option. But you're right. A lot of the drugs for rheumatoid arthritis are horrific. They're very immune repressive, and they're extremely hard on the body. But someone who has like a terrible case of it, they may feel like they have no options, and it's the only thing that gives them mobility. But you're not one of those people, so you can address it through lots of other things. And here's your what if question. Excuse me. What if I let go? Because arthritis is from holding on, not letting go. Anything to do with joints or bone issues is about that. So what if I let go? Just say that to yourself. Maybe every hour, several times, and you should notice some changes within a couple weeks, actually, and then consider finding out what foods are highly anti-inflammatory for the A blood type. Sound good?
Yeah, I'll definitely check out that book.
And let your husband love you and take care of you.
Well, he's got a lot of issues too.
Whatever. Let him take care of you. Stop being the strong one. It's not healthy. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for calling in. Have a great day.
Yeah. Thanks, Alice, for joining us from the Maple Valley area. 877-825-8828 is the number. And now we're actually going to travel a little further over across the pond. We have Laura joining us from Spain.
Oh, lovely. Hi, Laura.
Laura.
Hello?
Are you there, Laura?
Hello?
All right. Well, let's do this. Laura, can you hear us now?
I think I heard her.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. How are you, Laura?
I'm well. I'm doing well.
Good.
How about yourself?
Good. We're doing great. Thank you.
We're staying in place.
Yeah, I know. We're like everybody else in the rest of the world. We're stuck at home, but that's okay. It's perfectly fine.
We've been quarantined since the beginning of March, and aren't even really allowed to go out for walks or anything like that. So I'm one of the lucky ones with a dog.
Yes.
There for a reason. House.
Dogs are great. I know Spain's been.
You just that much.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I know
there's just a little delay with the transmission.
I'll try to be more careful so I don't speak over you, Laura. But yeah, Spain was hit a little hard, although in the United States, we have the most diagnosed cases in the world. But that's a whole nother story. I won't get too much on that heated topic right now with our lovely administration that takes such terrible care of us. So what can I do for you, Laura?
Well, I'm not even really sure why I called. I just felt like I'm here, and the last time I've called several times over the years, and I've been listening for a long time. But the last time I called, I was going through some the what if question you gave me really helped me process that, even though I didn't know that the worst was yet to come. But I'm in a much better place, still kind of working through all of that. But I just I don't know, I just wanted to check in and see if you had any more words of wisdom for me, or if you could, I don't know, talk to me about how you see my energy or.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get to hear what the problem had been historically because you cut out a little bit. So I'm sorry that things went from bad to terrible for you. I'm very sorry about that. I drew out your energy system as I always do. I'm just going to lift it up for future people when they watch the video on YouTube. And your energy looks amazing. So you've got tons of energy coming in through your root, your crown. Your third eye is gorgeous. I would definitely jump into something creative. You've got a very strong creative muscle. And sometimes when the world is quiet, a lot of people like it. I was picking up someone, or actually Charles from doggy daycare, and having a brief conversation with someone who told me that they are the happiest that they've been in a really, really long time. And just having the world quiet sometimes is really nice for sensitive people. So this could be a great opportunity for you to, beef up those creative juices and get into some artwork or whatever you deem as creative for you. Are you there?
It's very affirming. I had started kind of inching towards a more creative path professionally that, I've had some really good opportunities for, but I didn't go after as strongly as I think I probably could have and should have in the past. But now I feel like I do have the space to work on that more. So.
Fantastic. And we're sending all of our love to you to Spain. I love Spain. I've been there once. I've spent I think 3.5 weeks there. Love it, love it, love it. So we're sending you gorgeous light and wishing everyone incredible health and health for the world, of course, so we can all be a little bit noisier on the planet. Thank you, Laura.
I like that.
Yeah. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah. Thanks, Laura, for joining the show. Be well over there. And 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're going to take our last break of the hour. I know it's already here, and we'll be right back with more from Marie. Okay. I know her stuff was.
It was a little, yeah.
It was the connection, so I was picking up some of it too, but hopefully we got it.
Yeah. It sounded like the advice could be helpful for her, or affirming, as she said, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, Charles is hysterical. He went to doggy daycare yesterday, and the doggy daycare person told me that he's definitely in his adolescence. And you can tell because he's just looking at me like, why are you sitting down? Why aren't we outside?
Yeah, I know.
Why aren't we playing? He's just like barking. Charles, are you bored? Are you bored? What? Okay, I shouldn't say that outside word right now.
Yeah, you're just teasing him.
I know, I totally am. Yeah. So he's, I guess he was growling at a dog there. Oh. And she said there's this really big German Shepherd that kind of is like the dog daycare person.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was like telling him, you can't bark at that dog. You gotta stop growling at that dog. So you stopped. I heard finally. Like, who were you growling at? What was going on?
We still doing good on the ads too? Do we need anything to be voiced or anything coming through?
Yes. I need to make some ads. I have. Thank you for bringing that up. I'll talk about a class that will start May 1st, and I do need to make an ad for that. So I'll do that today, and send some stuff for you.
Okay.
And who knows? Hopefully, we can still go to Greece. I'm going to talk to the people who've already registered for the class.
Yeah, I'm still running it too. So.
Yeah. I know, but I mean, who's going to sign up right now? You can't even probably get an airline ticket without wondering if you can actually land in that country and get somewhere. But the people who own the villas that we were going to stay in have an opening in late August through early September.
Oh, good. So sure.
Potentially, I'm going to talk to everyone who's already signed up and see how everyone's feeling, because of course.
We can make an adjustment too to add to.
Well, I just think, it would be super. I can just see empty airports getting right upgrades because nobody's flying. It just sounds like heaven to me. Sitting by a pool, relaxing, eating delicious food. I can just see the whole thing. So hopefully we'll get to go. We'll see. Oh, I'm going to grab my pen. I dropped it.
Yeah, do your thing.
And also, I miss my hairdresser, a nail person.
People do.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, Lindsay cut the boys' hair last week, and I'm like, ooh, how'd that go? They're a little off, but they still work. It's either that or I would do it, and she won't let me do it, even though I probably can do just as an equal job.
I'm sure, yeah. But oh my gosh, I was looking online for highlighting kits or something. Luckily I don't have a lot of gray hair, which is great.
It's fine.
But,
silver highlights, darling. Silver.
Yeah, silver.
That's all you, darling. Are you there?
Okay, I didn't hear a thing. I'm so
really?
sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, I can hear you, but I didn't hear the music. Welcome back to the show, everyone. As you know, things are a little different right now while we are, staying at home. And when we go out and about, we're of course not touching our faces, and we're washing our hands.
And 6
as
to
Benny
10
has
feet.
been saying. And 6 to 10 feet away from people. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
I'm increasing.
I agree. Sometimes I take Charles out for walks, like downtown Kirkland. Luckily, there's not very many people out there, but I wait for people to pass me. I go off to the side of the road, or I go way around them. I have little wipes in my car. If I happen to pick up almond chai, which I love. I wanted to get one this morning, but I didn't make it out. I wipe it off after I get it from the lovely, barista who's wearing a mask and gloves, which I appreciate. So yeah, welcome back to the show, everyone. And do we still have callers waiting for us?
We certainly do. We'll take now Cherry, who's calling in from the Maryland area. Hey, Cherry, welcome to the show.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Benny. Hi, Marie. Thanks for taking my call.
Of course.
I'm a little nervous.
Are you nervous? Is this your first time calling in?
Yeah, I had a question regarding my overall health. I've been having some issues in my ankles, and then I had some numbness on my face beginning this year, and there's numbness still in my left ear.
How interesting.
And the CT scan, and I had a CT scan, MRI, and it shows that I have a cyst in my left thyroid. I'm just a little concerned about my health.
Oh. Did you say the cyst was in your thyroid?
Yes.
Okay, well, no big deal. So first of all, you've done all the appropriate things. You went to the doctor, you had a CT scan, you had an MRI, and the only thing they found was a cyst, which is going to be benign, in your thyroid. Lots of people have cysts in their thyroid. It's not an uncommon problem. So are you freaked out about this whole viral thing? Because I think you are.
No, I'm not actually.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I mean, I believe you, of course, that's your interpretation, but I actually think here's what I think. I think that you don't always feel your emotions. I think you feel a lot of emotions, but I think you feel other people very much so. Your heart chakra is enormous. And so feeling other people, unless you know what it feels like to feel yourself as well, can feel like it's you, like you're feeling yourself. And that really limits one's capacity to function. So I think the numbness is reflection of you being numb to your own emotional body. What do you think about that?
Wow.
I think I am, but actually, Benny can actually maybe relate to this too. He's very sensitive. He feels everyone. And he's very conscientious, really cares about people, takes care of people. Hope you're not blushing, Benny, too much.
Oh, you can totally see it on the camera here.
Does this make sense to you too as well?
I believe, yes, I believe so too. She's like fighting, I think she's fighting it a little bit.
Yeah, which of course, I was very much like that, where, I mean, still to this day, when someone goes, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? I will feel how happy they are going to be to go out to dinner with me, which is very nice, and I'm thrilled. And I have to go, okay, am I going to be happy going out to dinner with them? I have to give myself like hours to get into my own emotional body, because I care about people too. I want them to be happy, but I want to be happy too. So you, in my opinion, Cherry, you need to spend some time feeling your own emotions. And now we've got the time.
Yeah, no, I'm trying, Marie, I'm trying.
Okay. So what are you doing? What steps are you taking to feel, and I'm so sorry if I'm still yelling. These headphones are really tight on my ears, so I can't hear the world around me very well. So what do you do to feel your own emotions?
I mean, I meditate, I exercise, I go for a walk.
Those are good things, but that's not how you feel your emotions. I mean, yes, once you can get into your emotional body, taking time for yourself will absolutely help you feel your feelings. I want you to start resting your awareness in your second chakra. And I want you to do one more thing on top of that. And maybe do this when you're meditating. It's actually an old hypnotic technique, which you can do it with your eyes open or closed, but I want you to roll your eyeballs up as if they're looking through your eyebrows, whether your eyes are open or closed, because it'll help you to get into your subconscious mind so you can be more aware of your authenticity. So try that while you have your hands resting on your abdomen and get curious about what you're feeling. Like, what am I really feeling right now? Okay. And how you're going to know that you're in your emotions is that real emotions are the opposite of your thoughts.
Got it.
Okay, and they'll be surprising, and they're always calm. And then I think you're going to know why you're having these an exasperation, I think, of stress from feeling everybody in the world right now, and most people are freaked out, even though you think you aren't. It's just going to be a very fascinating learning experience for you. I can't wait to hear about it.
Okay.
Okay.
And how does my overall energy look like?
Your overall energy, you have energy coming in through your crown. So that's why I'm not concerned about your neurological system, because that governs the neurological system. You've got energy coming in through your root, but your root is quite large, which is an indicator of fear. You have energy coming into your third eye. Not a lot of energy moving into the rest of your body, but there's no leaks. So I'm not worried about your health, and you shouldn't be either. You had a CT scan and an MRI. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, and keep me posted.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Thanks, Cherry, for joining the show today. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. And let's take now Mel, who's calling from the Portland area, our neighbors to the south, so to speak. So, hello. Hey, Mel.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Mel. How are you? How are you?
I'm so happy to talk to you.
Great.
Long-time listener.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't get to go to Portland to be on AM Northwest, but we get to do it via online stuff. So I think it's next week or the week after. I'll be on AM Northwest in the morning.
Yay.
Yeah. I love that show. So what can I do for you? And I bet Portland's gorgeous today too.
It is.
Okay.
Oh, well, I was calling. It was in early February that I listened to your interview with Julia Cameron.
Oh yeah, she's so lovely.
Morning
lovely.
Pages. That
Really?
Really resonated with me. I bought her book and I started doing the morning pages. And it was within 2 weeks, my handwriting changed.
Wow.
And to make a long story short, I'm now, like, I guess, is it channeling? I'm writing, I'm getting these long, typed up one-page missives
like to myself from him.
I think that's amazing.
I said my guides, it's a plural. It's not male or female.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I love it. I'm just, I'm super stoked. It was a little surprising.
Yep.
But somehow, in deep down, I knew it was coming.
Wow.
I knew it was coming.
Wow.
And anyway, I thought I should, but I wanted to thank you, first of all, for that little nudge.
Sure.
And also maybe get your input, advice, or I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you're happy, right? Right. You're happy. And when we discover things about ourselves that are in our highest good, typically for almost everyone, it is surprising. The logical mind was not created to help us really expand our magnificence. It was created to help us navigate through a physical reality. I mean, think of all the things you had to do this morning before you even got on the phone to have a conversation with us here in Seattle. I mean, we have to do a lot. I've already cleaned floors, dishes, fed animals, took a shower, put some makeup on, and I didn't even have to leave the house yet. I mean, and I have still a list of a bunch of stuff. So that's what the mind was created to do, to help us stay in, to be happy and fulfilled and fed and showered and all of those lovely things that we need to do in the physical reality. And luckily, through these morning pages, you freed up your magnificence so that you could discover a wonderful gift that you have. And I would ask that you use this what if question moving forward. What if I easily monetize my gifts? Okay?
Okay. I love it.
Okay. And then keep me posted. I want to see how it goes. Okay?
All right. Love you. Thank you.
I love you too. Have a great day in Portland.
Yeah, thanks, Mel, very much for joining us. And I think we have time for one more caller before the end of the show.
One more. Awesome.
Yep, we're going to take Noemi from Colorado Springs. Hi, Noemi.
Okay.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Noemi. We're really good.
Hi.
Thank you for asking. What?
I think you took my call.
Good. What can I do for you?
I'm actually calling because I'd like to know more about my spirit guides.
Okay. You have 5 spirit guides, 3 masculine, 2 feminine. The men stand the closest to you, or the masculine energy stands the closest to you. So whatever one's primary guide is, or like in your case, the guides that have the same gender that are right next to you, it means that you need a lot of masculine energy in your life, which could mean that maybe you didn't have great relationships with some masculine energy in your life, or you predominantly use feminine energy when you need masculine energy. And the guy that stands right next to you is super gorgeous, like really handsome, like in his 30s.
Easy, Marie, easy.
No,
easy.
really.
Easy.
All of your guides are like in their 30s, by the way, which is a sign to me that you that you have a lot of youthful energy. You have a lot of youthful energy, a lot of powerful energy. I'm also being told by your guides that you don't utilize your energy to your fullest capacity. Is that true?
Oh, I'm trying. I really feel like, I don't know, maybe I doubt myself too much. But I'm trying.
Okay. So, so what does trying mean for you?
Well, I've been listening to you for a couple of years now, and I feel like I'm finally in a place where I'm able to focus more on myself. I had a little girl who had cancer for a few years. She's healthy and awesome now.
Good. Oh, congratulations.
Oh, yes, amazing.
I'm so proud of you. So you have been busy. Yeah.
I have, but I'm out of that, and I meditate every day, and I'm trying to do a lot of what if questions, and I'm trying to be crafty.
Okay.
I like doing crafts and stuff. So I really feel like I'm trying to get out of there, but I think I always do fall back into that same, I don't know, it's out of my comfort zone. So
well, here's what I think. First of all, now I know why your energy was elsewhere, because you were totally focused on healing your daughter. And you and her medical teams did a beautiful job, and so happy for all of you. That's wonderful news. So have you thought about helping other people with your energy? Have you thought about that?
I have, actually, which is really strange. Like, I've reached out to the hospital,
and to Make-A-Wish and to several other organizations that just helped us when we were kind of, in the depths of all of that.
Right.
And how I would just love to do that.
So I want you to, I know I don't have a lot of time. Benny's giving me the signal, like, don't talk too much. So I want you to consider studying energy medicine or something to do with intuition or coaching or something like that. I think you have a natural gift when it comes to facilitating health for others. And when you can help someone close to you, the amount of ability you will be able to help others will be very profound and much easier and super fun, because it's a lot harder when it's closer to home, and you did a great job. So I really want you to consider those things, okay?
Okay. Is my energy okay?
Yeah. You need to get no leaks from what I can see. I didn't finish drawing out all of it, but you don't have a lot of energy in it. So you need to get really happy. Stop. If you do those things that I described, do it for fun. I want you to have fun. I want you to be playful. I want you to be silly, okay? You've got a lot of energy.
You got to
utilize it.
You got it, girl. Get it. All right, that's it, Marie.
Okay, that's it. All right, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a beautiful day and joyful blessings. Bye-bye for now.
All right, all clear.
Thank you, Benny.
You're
Have
welcome.
a lovely day.